negotiator on site.
Please, please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. We need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
This is Detroit Become Human. It is an adventure game released by Quantic Dream in 2018. The game relies on its players to make decisions and thereby determine the course of the game, which is why this game was a good fit as a case study for this thesis. In studying necropolitics and the decision-making process of players when it comes to killing, this game acts as the basis of my research. This game is set in the year 2038, in a society where humans and androids coexist, and where the rising tensions between the two fractions lead to many heavy decisions and conflicts. In this short documentary, you will see a group of young people be confronted with these decisions and witness them play the game for the first time. The players embody androids as characters, and they will explain their decision-making processes and mental conflicts along the way.
Do you know its name?
I haven't got a clue. Does it matter?
I need information to determine the best approach.
Do I need to do that? Yeah. Whoa.
Stay back! Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
No, please, I'm begging you! Go!
They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right? I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But I was just their toy. Something to throw away when you're done with it. I want everyone to leave! And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go. That's out of the question. You're a machine you have to obey. Now put the gun down and let the hostage go. I've spent my life taking orders. Now it's my turn to decide.
I think killing in video games is somewhat acceptable depending on the genre of the video game, what you're killing, the repercussions of what you're killing in the video game. I would argue that the majority of the problem killing in video games comes from people who are really young playing video games that I don't necessarily think they should.
I think I consider killing in video games acceptable because at the end of the day it's not real. And yeah, I mean, is it controversial that it can be fun to do? Yeah. But is it fun to do? Also, yeah. So it's not physically harming anyone, so I'd say it's okay.
I think problems that come with killing in video games might have to do with age and exposure to it. So if you're seeing it a lot as a kid, you think it's more normal than later in life with maturity.
I think killing characters in this video game was a bit more personal. You had to make a very conscious left, right, black and white, maybe gray area decision about what you're doing. And then you saw the repercussions right after the fact. And of course, there's like a whole spider web of how it can affect the rest of the story.
I think killing characters in this video game felt very different because it felt much more realistic. Not only because of how realistic all the images were, but also because you got to know the persons a bit better. But also because you were so clearly given a choice and because the consequences were so clear and it would affect the full story. And I think that that has a lot of impact on the choices.
Why did you kill her?
Did you leave the light on in the studio?
No, I'm sure I didn't.
Call the police.
Detroit Police, what's your emergency?
Just wait for the police. Oh, there he is.
Leo!
Now we're gonna have to whoop his ass.
What are you doing?
You refuse to help me, so I'm helping myself. It's crazy what some people pay for this shit.
Don't touch him.
Look, they're all gonna be mine sooner or later anyway. Just think of it as a down payment on my inheritance.
Marcus, get him away from there. Get him out of here.
I just wanted to obey the rules just to see what happens. Because that's how it's supposed to go. And I felt kind of hesitant like breaking the rules because then that makes it real that the android could have possibly done that, and I didn't want that to be real, so I was like, no, I'm gonna obey the rules because I'm a good android and all the other androids are like this as well.
What makes it so special anyway, huh? What's it got that I don't?
Leave him alone!
Come on, let's see what you got.
Marcus, don't defend yourself, you hear me?
Oh, okay.
Don't do anything.
Go ahead, hit me. What you waiting for? Think you're a man? Act like one.
Stop it!
What's the matter? Too much of a pussy?
Stop it, Leo! Stop it!
Too scared to fight back, you fucking bitch! Oh, right, that's right. I forgot you're not a real person. You're just a fucking piece of plastic.
Oh, Leo, leave him alone!
I'm gonna destroy you. Then it'll just be me and my dad. I'm gonna tear you apart, and nobody's gonna give a shit. You know why? Because you're nothing. You hear me? You're nothing. Carl, no!
Carl.
Did I kill him?
Humans. Fragile machines.
Don't I have like defibrillator hands?
Don't leave, okay? Please don't go. Don't leave.
Remember, Marcus, don't let anybody tell you who you are.
Person, you're just a fucking piece of plastic.
Oh, Leo, leave him alone!
I'm gonna destroy you. Then it'll just be me and my dad. I'm gonna tear you apart.
I did not expect that outcome when I made that decision. I'm unsure if I made the right choice. I don't want to upset Carl, but I'd rather he lived. I think replaying the scenario, I would choose a different outcome just because I want to see how it ends up playing out.
I did not expect that outcome. I think I'm neutral on if I made the right choice or not. I think replaying it, I would try something else just to see what the outcome would be. I was not satisfied. I didn't want him dead.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Get out! Now! Go! Marcus!
Don't fucking move!
Kamsky left Cyberlife 10 years ago. Why did you want to meet him?
This guy created the first android to pass the Turing test, and he's the founder of Cyberlife. If anybody can tell us about deviants, it's him. I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left Cyberlife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
I have no side. I was designed to stop deviants, and that's what I intend to do.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you. What do you really want?
What I want is not important.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it? But what is it really? Piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being? With a soul? It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out
What's
of your
more
pool.
important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine. Or a living being endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know.
Oh, I don't know.
Fascinating. Cyberlife's last chance to save humanity is itself a deviant.
I'm not a deviant.
Fuck!
Test negative. You choose your investigation of the life of another android, you feel no empathy.
I chose to kill Chloe the android, thinking I could get information that would help me cause that android war, to be totally. I wanted the androids to rise up. So I was thinking, I was like, what? He's going to give me information that I can use, as opposed to just telling me you have empathy. So I was thinking maybe I can get something. In the end, I mean, I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy doing it, but I was like, I want the androids to rise up, but didn't go that way.
Maybe it would have been better if they put a time limit on this question, so that I didn't have so much time to consider yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I think Hank's opinion made it more difficult, but in the end I didn't base my decision on that. Kamsky's opinion was not a factor at all.
I chose to shoot her because I really wanted to know what he was gonna tell me. And I feel like since it was a game, like in real life I wouldn't have done that, you know what I mean? But since it was a game, it's like, no. I wanna know, so I can kill her and then find out.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
In the end, this research revealed quite some interesting insights. Having worked with survey subjects before who had played the entire game, it turned out that there were pretty clear differences between the groups. A main difference was that the relationships between the characters seemed very deciding for the survey subjects, while this group did not have as much time to build them, and therefore did not consider them particularly important. For the players in this group, the incentives and reasons for their decisions were more irregular and unplanned, whereas the survey participants were much more involved into the story as a whole, as well as the outcome they were heading for. The most important questions raised in this game, however, remain unanswered. With AI innovation on a steady rise, they have become more relevant than ever before. Can machines feel empathy? Are we creating a new form of intelligent life that threatens to be our downfall? From what this research shows, for now, maybe these are questions that everyone has to answer for themselves. Thank you for watching.